everybody, welcome to my channel. As somebody who was a partial dropper, I've been through the JoSAA and CSAP counseling process not once but twice in my life. So, with that experience, let me give you a walkthrough of what you're going to encounter in your JoSAA counseling process, some do's, some don'ts, and that's not the only thing coming in this channel, so do subscribe. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna walk ourselves to is going to be the schedule. Using the schedule, I'm gonna help you and like walk you through what steps you have to actually follow. Listen, so yesterday your result has come and I hope it went well. Congrats to everybody whose result went well, and for those who are exploring other options, all the best to you. Okay, so the first step that you're gonna do is you're gonna go to JoSAA's site, go to home here, and this is काम का चीज basically online registration and choice filling for JoSAA 2026. You have to put in your application number in this column and your password. So like me, if you had gotten your registration done at an internet shop, they randomly create a password and don't even tell you about it. At least mine didn't. So you can just, forgot password here and you can just reset your password. It's super easy. One thing that I will warn you about is that every time you try to log in and every time you try to access your choice filling section, you're going to need an OTP, and the OTP is going to go to your primary email and your primary phone number. So try to keep one of that with you ready whenever you want to access the site, basically. So yeah, that is it for this section. This is super easy. Next, we're going to move on to the schedule and discuss it. Right. So here, prepayment of JoSAA seat acceptance fee and pre-upload of documents start. What does this mean? So first of all, you're allowed to start your choice filling right now. So you can also see whenever you're allotted a seat in any of the 5 rounds that are yet to come, you have to pay 35 to 40. I don't remember the amount exactly. I think it's 35 to 45,000. Correct me if I'm wrong. That amount of money as seat acceptance fee, and you have to upload some of your documents. Now, see, personally, I wouldn't recommend you pay the seat acceptance fee before you're even allotted a seat, because especially if you're somebody who doesn't know if they're 100% gonna take the seat from JoSAA or not, because they take months and months to give you a refund. So, in case it's not a hassle at all. Once you're allotted a seat, you can easily pay the money then and you can easily upload your documents then. But you can check out the document section to see what documents you'll be needing, and I'll also recommend that you keep those ready. But if you want, you can pre-upload the documents. That's one thing I can get by, but I really wouldn't recommend prepayment of the fees, because taking months and months to give back 35, 40,000 is not convenient for everybody. Now, the first thing is mock seat allocations. What are they? So basically, based on previous year closing and opening ranks, which are an important resource. If you have not explored that already, we will check that out in this video. But yeah, based on that, they'll tell you what seat you are most likely to get allotted based on your order. So I hope you already know, every college has several branches. So you'll basically be creating an order of preference list. NIT Trichy is like IIT Bombay CSC first, then IIT Bombay EC second. ऐसे करके you will prepare an order. Based on that, they'll tell you what seat you're most likely to get allotted. The first edition of mock seat allocation is happening on the 7th. So you can change up your order after 7th, so that you get a fresh perspective on a different order if you want to experiment. So you have two mock seat allocations, and after that you can basically lock your choices. On the 11th, your choices are going to be logged in automatically. So after this, you can't make any changes to your choices. Whatever is in there is cemented. So round one happens, round two happens, round three happens, and nothing really, what do you call it? Something khas in these rounds. But one thing I will say is that every round, if in any round, you get a seat allotted to you. There are three steps you're gonna have to follow. First is your seat acceptance fee payment. Now you can't escape it, you have to pay it. The second is your documents upload. They'll tell you what documents are necessary and you have to upload those, and they verify it. If there is any query about it, you can see it on the website itself and you have to just re-upload it. The third thing is response by candidate to queries. As you can see, this is basically if they raise a query, in case they raise a query about your documents, like this one doesn't seem right, or we need a newer option ऐसे करके, if they do, then you have to re-upload. But otherwise it's all good. The most important thing you do is you are given three options: freeze, slide and float. Let me explain these freeze, slide and float to you in simplest terms. Freeze means, let's say मुझे मिला NIT Warangal में civil, you know. Okay, so in my order, let me tell you what my order is. My order was IIT Bombay CSE. My order was, and then after that I put NIT Trichy CSE, NIT Trichy ECE, and then I put NIT Warangal Civil. This makes no sense. No, wait. NIT Warangal ECE and then NIT Warangal Civil. This makes no sense, but like, bear with me. When I say freeze, I say I want NIT Warangal and I want civil only. From this college, this is the seat I want, lock it for me. Do not consider me for upgradation in any of the following rounds, just lock it for me. Okay, so that is freeze. Next is float. See, float basically means I've put IIT Bombay CSC, I've put NIT Trichy CSC above NIT Warangal Civil. So consider all of these. Consider NIT Warangal ECE that I've put, everything you consider that I've put above NIT Trichy, NIT Warangal Civil. But they won't go below it. That is one important thing you have to remember. The third option is slide. Slide basically means I want NIT Warangal itself, but whatever options I've put in NIT Warangal above NIT Warangal Civil, consider those. See, जैसे I've put NIT Warangal ECE above NIT Warangal Civil, consider that. But do not consider NIT Trichy, IIT Bombay, all of that. Don't consider them. That is what you're telling them. So use these options wisely, and you have to select at least one of these options, or else your candidature will be cancelled. You won't be considered for future rounds. And this is especially important for people who are enrolling in IITs, because the NIT wale have a special round, CSAB. You don't. So make sure you are paying attention and make sure you don't mess up. Okay, so this is for all the 5 rounds. One thing is, for those who are enrolling in IITs, the last round for your withdrawal, if you don't want the seat you've been allotted, the last round in which you can withdraw is round 4. Because NITs, triple ITs wale students can go ahead in CSAB. CSAB is basically, see, whatever seats are left over after JoSAA, they conduct another counseling round for CSAB. That is CSAB, but IITs don't participate in that. So if you're allotted any seat in an IIT and you stay after round 5, you basically wasted a seat. So you don't get the refund of the seat acceptance fee that you paid. So if you want to withdraw, then withdraw before round 5 starts. You have a specific time frame for that. So withdraw before that time frame. I see there are 5 rounds. Now after the 5 rounds, for NITs and triple IT people, which basically they call NIT plus system, you have a special round. You have 2 special rounds actually. Now for this, you have to pay 5,000 in fees that won't be refunded back to you. Do keep in mind that in case you've not been allotted a seat in JoSAA or you haven't participated in JoSAA, then you will have to pay the seat acceptance fee in prior. So you'll pay around 50,000, out of which 45,000 will be refunded back to you, and that 45,000 will take months to come back. So that is a risk that you're taking with CSAB, and along with that, you are paying extra fees. So again, you'll follow the same process in this. You'll set an order, and once all of that is over, then you move on to your individual college allotment processes. It's that simple. Yeah, I think we've covered pretty much everything. You don't really need to fret about it too much. One last thing I will show you is the closing ranks, because I feel like those are super important. Basically, all you have to do is go to the e-services and opening and closing ranks. You can see 2025, or you know before 2025 as well. It is actually a super convenient site. I feel like a lot of counselings do not have this option. Here you just select round. So sorry, this is for 2026. My bad. This will open, you can actually access them during your counseling as well. Okay, they just gave me the wrong link here. That's not me. That's not on me. So basically, yeah, as your counseling starts, as your counseling, keeps going on, once round one is over, within a few days, they release the round one closing and opening ranks as well. So you can in real time kind of monitor your closing ranks, how close are you are to the seat that you want. So you just have to select everything here, and according to the category, according to everything, it will show you what you can get, what were the closing ranks all these years ago. See, this is a all India quota. IITs don't have home state. NITs have home state, meaning 50% is reserved for the home state students. So IITs will mostly have all India quota. But if you open NITs and see, you'll see home state and other state quota. And there is female only seat reservation as well. So yeah, that is it, guys, from my side. I hope this was, enlightening. I guess not enlightening, but I hope this was kind of informative. I can, as a student of NIT, I can tell you what happens after CSAB, which, is a question that kind of does intrigue your mind, I hope. And about life in an NIT, about everything else, about academics, about JoSAA, any question you want to ask me, you can in the comments. And for the Telugu people out there, if you have any questions about the MSET counseling, you can ask me in the comments as well. I'll answer. Thank you. Bye bye.